Hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Today I want to talk about health insurance. Top 15 health insurance companies that I can find, that I've actually done a lot of research on this. This is actually a follow-up to my video I've done recently, and you'll actually see some new companies in my list compared to where they were last time. So first I want to talk about the best insurance companies. Is there some good insurance companies? Yes, there is. Are there companies that you can get here in the Philippines to actually cover you? Yes, there are. A couple of things you want to think about also is, if you're coming to the Philippines, travel insurance companies are a good source for someone coming to the Philippines for the travel and the care. Now, the insurance companies I'm going to go through here are ones that I have done some research on, and these are the better ones that I have found personally, and I have personally have a policy here on these. Now, something too, they have what they call new Medi-Cards. You can actually purchase cards for insurance here in the Philippines that actually gives you availability, and I'll go through those, to tell you, okay, this will cover the 30 illnesses here, it'll cover 45 illnesses, 60 illnesses. It'll cover my hospital care, it'll cover my room, it'll cover up to $1,000 in doctor care and other care. But anyway, I'll go through those. And of course, do your due diligence and research these before you do it. But I'm just giving you my idea on insurance companies that you can check out. And I will have links in my description, in my description, so you can actually click on these and check them out. So it saves you guys a lot of checking. Of course, are there better ones? There could be. Now, what I want to say is, in insurance companies, there's private care and there's public care. Public care here, they have Philly Health is an insurance company they have for all Filipinos. There's actually two or three different companies. There's another one that they have. So Filipino can actually go to the hospitals now and get their own free care. So that now they can go to the public hospital. Where Filipinos still have to have money for is for prescriptions. In some of the major surgeries they have to have, they're required to pay for, like, you got to pay for all your gauze, the shots, the medicines and things like that you have to take. And then of course you preventive care before and after surgery. You'll have to pay for that. And some of that get very expensive. So public and private care. St. Luke's is approved for veterans-related services. So if you're a veteran and you're here in the Philippines, you can actually check out St. Luke's hospitals. Go on their website. They have, you can actually have, and I will try to post that site also, St. Luke's for veteran-related services. So if you're military and you're here in the Philippines, St. Luke's, and there's the St. Luke's in Manila, Cebu, CDO. CDO just opened up a small branch my friend was at recently. And so there's a few, of course, I think Manila has like four clinic. They have a walk-in clinic and they have 2 hospitals. Cebu has the same, I think, 2 walk-in clinics and a hospital there in Cebu. So there are many wonderful private hospitals here, such as German hospitals, Seventh-day Adventist hospitals. There are many hospitals that actually do private care, meaning eye care, dental, the whole 9 yards, internal medicine, kidney, liver, urology, the whole 9 yards. But I'll go through these individually, then I'll go and start talking about the plans. I'm not going to go in depth on these policies because I can talk for hours on this. And I'm trying to keep this video in a manner that people don't have to sit and listen to get to what they need to get gist of. So I'm going to list the top 15 insurance companies that I have found that you can actually click on these links and actually get quotes. I will get quotes from these companies. Most of the plans varies. They cost you anywhere from $300 a quarter all the way up depending on your age. And yes, you can get coverage after 70. They do have policies that you can get up to 100, believe it or not. You can also check, a lot of these companies I'm going to give you quotes on are travel insurance companies, and you can actually travel with insurance, and they've got some pretty cool plans. I found some cool deals. All right, Pacific Cross, which is the old Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Pacific Cross. And these are not in order of importance. These are just the 15 companies, not in any order. Pacific Cross is which Blue Cross Blue Shield. Then Pacific Prime is another great company that you can check out and get an idea on that company. Please get a quote from these companies. April International. April International, another internationally insurance company you can use anywhere in the world. You can actually use this in Thailand, in Vietnam, Hong Kong, Guam. You can use it anywhere you are. You can actually use this policy in USA. Bupa, Bupa International is another great company that you can actually check out. Number 5 on the list, Healthcare International. I would go in and talk about these companies independently, but the video would last an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I've actually done a research on the best companies. And how I did it was I have actually wrote emails to some of these companies, and some replied, some did not, on their plans, and I actually got quotes on some of the plans. Pacific Prime and Pacific Cross range for me around my age. It ranged me about $65 to $80, depending on what kind of plan that I have a month. Where can you beat that? Healthcare International, Caritas Health Shield. Now, Caritas is a company that internally here, they have plans for as long as you use their hospitals, their approved hospitals, and their approved healthcare facilities. Caritas has a pretty good plan out there. It ranges anywhere from $300 a month, and it goes all the way up. This particular plan, the good thing about it is there's hospitals, well, there's hospitals all over that this plan works. It even includes dental, and you have credit life insurance, you have other insurance besides your normal care. Now, a lot of these plans do have life insurance, so if you're actually thinking about getting life insurance on some of the plans, a lot of it already comes with life insurance, which is actually a pretty good deal. So Caritas, and then of course our great and fantastic United Insurance of USA is United Health Plans here in the Philippines, and yes, it will cover you internationally and here. Another one is one that I had before also, is Aetna Insurance. They do have some great travel plans, and they do have some great insurance plans. That's number 8 on the list. Another one is called International Insurance, believe it or not, number 10 on the list. And this particular insurance, I checked it out. It has a lot of great plans, and they range anywhere from $80 a month all the way up to $200 a month, depending on the plan that you pick. Some of the plans can go up to 1 million USD. Now, most of these plans, you'll be surprised, can go up to 1 million USD coverage. Now, it's like anything else. It's coverage on selected situations, selected plans. If you go for a heart transplant and things like that, there's going to be some exclusions in there. All these plans have exclusions, so make sure you read the plans carefully. International Insurance, Cigna Global Insurance, Cigna. Now, if you remember, if you think about this, Aetna, Cigna, United, and even the old Geo Blue, which is number 8 on the list, is a great insurance companies that come from the United States. Now, Geo Blue is like the old Blue Cross and Blue Shield, which changed the name Pacific Cross. Geo Blue is still in existence. Well, it was when I checked it last a few days ago. Now, this list I've been working on, and I just got it and I'm updated it. Of course, Phil-Am Insurance is number 12 on the list. It's a company called Phil-Am Insurance. And that plan is Philippine American Insurance, and it does cover expats. All these cover expats, cover anybody, anywhere. Sun Life is another one. Manu Life Insurance. This life insurance, this Manu, M-A-N-U, life insurance company, does have health plans available that you can actually find online and check out and get rates from this company. Philly Health is number 15 on the list, and this particular plan, Philly Health, you can get it as a expat. Yes, you can get it as a foreigner. Yes. This card will gain access to the hospital because it will give you hospital care. It runs you about I think American standards, Don't quote me on this. Depending on the plan that you get, I have a plan that we have grandfathered in on that we use for emergencies and things like that. But you can actually, this plan starts, I think it's $400 a quarter. This plan is, so it's $1,000 a year or $1,200 a year for this particular plan. It covers everything but internal surgeries, and which really matters quite a bit. So if you're getting cut on, if your stitches or broke arm or broke your leg or you got typhoid or things like that, it will cover it. But if you're getting cut and your gallbladder taken out or your appendix taken out, it may cover only up to certain things. It'll get you in, cover your hospital care, your room care, your emergency room fees, any of that nature. But as far as surgeries, it will not. Okay, so there are many policies online. I'll go into these now. These are cards I'm getting ready to talk about. Some plans stop at 69 years old. Some go to 80 to 100 years of age. So please make sure. Now, these particular plans I'm going to talk about now are selected illness plans. And what it is cards you can actually purchase. It's a card called Max Care, Max Cross, Maxi Care, Maxi Cross. These are actually cards that you can actually purchase. And you purchase these cards and you can pay monthly or quarterly on these cards. Now, this particular card, what it does, these Medi-Cards give you, like here's an example. I look, Maria Health. I'll have this link in there. They have what they call a Pacific Cross, which is same as number 1 on our list. It's 7,800 peso for the year. It gives you 4 times a year travel. It covers you 4 times every 90 days. In other words, if you get sick in between the 90 days, you're in trouble. Okay, so you can get sick 4 times a year. It's saying. And what it does, internal domestic travel inside the Philippines, it covers you for up to, now listen to this, this is not a bad plan for $150 a year. Up to 20,000 USD on medical insurance for, say for instance you go in, they don't know what's wrong with you, up to 20K. It actually covers you from 16 years old all the way up to 70 years old. They do have plans that's higher than this. This particular plan I looked at was Maria Health Pacific Cross plan. This is, I think, the deluxe plan. 20K personally. It covers you in case your baggage delay. This is travel insurance and health insurance combined. So say, for instance, your baggage is delayed 6 hours. It will give you up to $60. It will give you up of $1,000 for travel documents if you lose your travel documents. It will give you $1,000 up to if your travel is terminated, up to $1,000 if your trip was canceled or time delay, up to $1,000. It'll actually give you $1,000. Oh, if you actually lose your luggage, it gives you up to $1,000 to replace that luggage and the contents of that luggage. Now, this particular plan is called Pacific Cross Maria Health for $150 a year. So if you're sick and you come to the Philippines and you're going in the hospital, then you have insurance. Yes, I do. Not only have insurance, I have travel insurance, I have all the other. It also covers you for flight delay. If you're 6 hours behind on a flight, it gives you $60. $60 another for additional 24 hours. So you get $120 24 hours. Then if you miss the flight or something happens, it gives you an additional $40. So you can get up to, I'm just going to say up to $160 on that, which is actually, it's actually a pretty good deal. So it's a great travel plan and insurance plan combined, and it's not bad for 4 times a year. And it gives you up to 20,000 US dollars. It does cover you for all major illnesses, typhoid, sickness, operation, emergency care, doctor care, things like that. So please check it out. Please just go and check out what I'm saying and get more in depth what I'm telling you. Another one is, they got another plan also. It gives you an annual plan. You can pay payments up to, this particular plan it costs $50, $5,200 peso, $100 a year, and this gives you, it's $102 a year. It gives you 10K of medical a year, and still gives you all the same benefits we just talked before. It also gives you 20,000 USD per accident. So if you get an accident, you can have up to 20,000 US dollars. That's a lot of money. That's $1 million peso in the hospital here. Now I'm giving you U.S. dollars. This is, they say, million pesos, so 20,000. So say, for instance, you need to rent a car. No worries, it covers you, and you need to rent a car. And actually, you have coverage for rent a car there. So these particular plans is under the MaxiCare Pacific Cross Maria Health plan. And how the Medi-Card works is just basically a credit card. Say, for instance, I'm sick and I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to the hospital. What they do is they load $1,000 on that card. Anywhere from 40 to 60, depending. Well, where is your, I think my stomach's hurting. Okay, so they're thinking, okay, they pretty well know, okay, if it's these elements, they load this amount of money. If this element, they load 60,000. If this element, they load 70,000 peso into your account. So you exactly know, okay, I have 70,000 peso that I can spend at this facility. They walk in, you have insurance, yes to do. Here's my Medicare, Medi-Card, and it says Medicare Medi-Card on it. Here you go, and you give that to them. So, all right, you have insurance, so they use that. Do you have any other insurance? No, I don't. I'm self-insured, whatever they're after, or I have another plan. Now, there's other plans that you can actually get, and it's really kind of neat stuff. Another one is called ER Care. It's the same plan. It gives you you can, let's say you get a viral illness, you get a stomach ache, or you can't move and you're hurting and whatever, you're in the room and you got diarrhea and everything else. This plan is 2,450 peso a year, which is say $60. It actually covers all the labs, the doctor, emergency care, surgery that you have to, if you have surgery, it does cover, but the limitations is only 64 years old. 18 to 64 years old. There are companies out there that give you more coverage. They also have prepaid health cards that you can add. The limitations are you pay they get up to 15,000 US dollars on, and admissions up to 1,000 USD immediate. Then if you need additional care, you call them and say, hey, they're going to have to do an operation on me, so I need additional care. This thing has gone on now for 17 minutes, and so I will cut it short. But this is the top 15 companies. This is my insurance. I will put the links in all my descriptions so you guys have an idea on what you think about insurance here in the Philippines. And hopefully I covered a lot of questions. I have gotten 50 emails on this last 2 days. So health insurance in the Philippines, and hopefully that covers a lot of questions that have a lot of people ask me. So thank you all for watching. Please hit like.